This is my work one, so I don't know if I should.
Oh, okay. Is that bad? You should put that on there then?
Probably not. Hey, Sean. If we ever want to have somebody on here, I can send them a link for Restream and it'll come directly. When I set this up. But it has just send a link, so when you use the link, it'll come up.
Oh,
On the screen.
so we don't really use it. But, so, I see what's a guest feature. Does that mean that they don't have to have obviously,
No, I guess feeds are part of the stream. They would just need Zoom or something like that for their video.
so they can just use their
They might be able to. should just be a link.
So you can basically text it to them.
una. You find that graphic yet?
Now I'm looking.
I was trying to.
It was kind of nice how they had it kind of condensed, like had it. So that's why it's so good.
They got it. fuck with here.
Mm-hmm.
But like these ones, it would just show that like so it's like I have to.
What's the thing?
It is the same.
Oh, okay. You're trying to do something different.
Well, yeah, I was hoping I could have this here, so like we could have a rundown video. I was gonna put the rundown on one side. Yeah, I just. Oh, water? Yeah, I mean, we'd have to.
That's the only thing I
I mean, everything would be. I would never put it in. I would want to set it up. But I want to get to like that stuff. Can you hear the sriracha music? Smells like Modelo and fucking lemons.
Not at all.
Check, check.
Check, check, check.
I heard it.
Might turn us up a bit. I don't know. I listened to our one last week. It's
Welcome to the Raw Doggers Sportscast Live, the Resurgence.
Sergeant.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up, man?
Hey, first off, maybe kind of a wide opinion, but I know Ryan and I were talking about it first. Best wildcard weekend ever, except for maybe, I think I was waiting for it to really explode. But then we kind of got
The
to
last
like
two
the
games
last
were-
couple games. It kind of went.
New England. I don't mind a low-scoring game, the New England Chargers game, but like you could just tell the Chargers were not going to do anything on offense.
No, and I like Vrabel. It was funny to kind of watch things because, and then thinking about the game that happened before that, and Vrabel with his experience and how great of a coach he is, just kind of almost just on his knees smirking,
We had
just
him in the
running
building.
the clock out, thinking that I could hit Justin Herbert for the 30th time at any moment during
Right.
this game.
And we had him in the building.
Right. So, first off, first order of business, I just want to say we're going to kind of go through with as the coaching carousel turns.
Yes.
3 new vacancies, or I'm sorry, actually 3 vacancies now in the AFC North. As since we had our podcast last time, Tomlin is now, quote unquote, stepped down. I have a theory about that. I'll save for later, but
Okay.
quote unquote stepped down from the Steelers. And Mike McDaniel, the longtime capri pants wearing guy in Miami, has also been fired. I also have a story about that as well. But
Good.
total vacancies in the NFL are now 8, which they would have been 9 except John Harbaugh securing a deal and at the tune of $20 million over the next 5 years.
Per?
Correct.
Damn.
$20 million over the next 5.
Head coaches in the NFL, they deal with a whole lot of shit. So
They do.
he's not even making.
Well, he's making Andy Reid type money now. So, and say what you want about Andy Reid. Deserved. Yeah, deserved.
Yeah.
A lot of people go back, well, he couldn't do anything in Philadelphia, and that's why he wasn't, well, he went
Went to 4 NFC
four
Championship
NFC
games in a row
championships.
and a Super Bowl.
Right. So, say what you want about Andy Reid, whether you think he's a great coach or not. The guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. Whatever you say. Well, you got Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, well, Patrick Mahomes, somebody had the foresight to go and get that guy at like number 11 in that draft,
He
too.
was also winning games with Alex Smith.
That's true. Very good. Great point. Great point.
They were 11-5, I think, that last year with Alex Smith when Mahomes was a rookie.
Shefty said he hasn't signed yet, working other things out. Yeah, but I think it's just formalities at this point. Also, his OC, Todd Monken, is the front runner for the OC with the Giants. That's what I also really heard, that they're kind of working things out with him as well. So now we have the Cardinals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Falcons, Dolphins, Titans, and Raiders. Cardinals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Falcons, Dolphins, Titans, and Raiders.
It's got to be one of the biggest vacancy
Yeah,
periods.
I meant to look that up before we started this week to find out.
There's usually 6 or 7.
6 or 6, 7. Yeah.
Don't ever do that again.
Okay, 6, 7. 67. All right. Why? Can I ask you a question? The whole thing with the old 6, 7. Maybe somebody in the audience could tell me about it. Why was it not 6, 9? Because that was already taken.
I'm I'm a millennial. I am not a Gen Z, so I could not tell you.
All right. My first question, order of business. Your opinion, now that the Giants' job is taken, Harbaugh's gone. I want to find out from you who you think the next coach off the board is going to be, and what is the best place for that coach to go? Or what do you think is the best job right now? And I'll tell you what I think.
The best job right now.
First off, what's the best job right now?
Ravens.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you say that?
It's the easiest place you're going to go and be immediately competitive.
Okay.
Steelers, you have don't know what you're doing at quarterback. I mean, that's a great organization as much as I want to hate him. But, they seem to figure out a way to be competitive. We'll see. I think this might be the end of the 9-8, 10-7 run for them.
Total reset in Pittsburgh.
That defense is old, I would think. I mean, I don't know how much cap room they got to work with. Maybe a Mac Jones trade or something like that could keep them afloat, but
Right.
because they're going to be picking 24 or whatever it is. So.
Well, I think I heard Louis Riddick was talking about this on another pod I was listening to, and he was talking about whether you go and get Mac Jones or Malik Willis.
That's
The
another
other name
one
that's
where
kind of being floated. Not a lot of free agents.
I think Malik Willis could be in a Browns uniform as well. So
Okay. All right. But they're also saying that Malik Willis is an unrestricted free agent. Mac
Yeah, you
Jones,
have to trade for him.
Right. And Mac Jones, I don't know if he's going to want to leave where he's at. I don't know.
to start,
I think it's but I think it's going to have to be a place that
Pittsburgh would probably be.
you think that would
You
attract
got DK
attract him
Metcalf and
to
you
the
got
point?
some talent around there that.
I mean, obviously it is a starting position.
Yeah, and with that defense, even though it's getting older, I think you in your head you're going to be 8 to 10 win range if you have solid quarterback play. Which, even with Aaron Rodgers, I mean, do they really have that?
Right. Aaron Rodgers gone. I was going to save this for a little bit later, but Aaron Rodgers done. Is there a team in the league that you could see right now that would go and use him as one more bridge until you get to the 2027 draft?
Minnesota.
I actually kind of heard that floated out there a little bit. Behind 9?
Huh?
Behind 9?
McCarthy?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is he really the guy?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's a good. You
Might as well complete that Brett Favre tree.
yeah. Got to stick it to the NFC North one more time.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, other than them,
I can't think of anybody off the get go. Cardinals, maybe. Have you given up on Kyler Murray? You just gonna go ahead?
yeah, you got Marvin Harrison there, but they need so much. I don't think he would want to play there, just because you don't really have a chance to win anything.
Right.
I'm trying to think of teams that might
would possibly be contenders because if Rodgers,
I think if he plays next year, it'll be something like where he comes in during training camp. There's an injury or something.
Okay.
It has to be.
Right.
I don't see him
To a possible contender.
either that or he's come back to Pittsburgh. But I just with Tomlin leaving,
Yeah.
unless he gets like a guy he likes there, I don't know.
And going through the coaches that have gotten interviews so far, the coaches that you're hearing that's going around, getting interviews, guys that want to.
He doesn't like McCarthy, so.
Yeah, we know that's not.
But I don't even know. Has he even had any
McCarthy,
interviews?
like nobody's even floating McCarthy's name out there that I've heard.
Yeah. He's probably done. He's probably Bill Coward himself out. You know what I mean?
Sure. All right. Well, let's see. What else? Wanted to go on. Okay. If you could put this graphic up, I'd appreciate it. So far, getting into. First, let me tell you who I feel.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, what I feel. Who's the next coach off the board? That's getting hired.
Stefanski.
Okay, I agree. I'm going to agree with you on that. I think
Whether
Stefanski's going
that's
next.
Atlanta or even Baltimore.
And that's why I think Atlanta's going to be the place. I've been saying that for a while. I think Atlanta, after the Giants' job, like I said, I'm not going to be a homer and say, the Browns are, right up there. But I think that the Browns could be.
You have things to work with. You have 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, but I think
top 5 defense.
I think the Browns. I think the Browns, just because we don't really know what Shador is yet. I think it has to push them back on the trough a little bit.
Yeah.
And the other point is this, and
I just don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
No, I don't think it's bad. I just feel like in the coaching turnover in Cleveland too has to be a red flag to any coach that's out there.
I mean, Stefanski was here for 6 years.
Yeah, but I mean, even before that,
before that,
Tomlin was 19 years. Harbaugh's 18 years. Now that's a
6 years is actually pretty decent.
It is
span in the NFL.
But I mean, even before that, you're talking about
every other year.
Yeah, all the time. He's just constantly boom. Which I think the Browns have set a good precedent.
I think they've shown
Gavin
that they can
Stefanski
have
with 6
patience.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. But I think in my mind, I can see Stefanski going to Atlanta before I can see him going to Baltimore. I think Atlanta's the spot. I think you have potentially the best running back perhaps this past season.
His,
I mean, whether
his
you want to give it
offense,
to
the way
Gibbs
it
or...
was in 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
That's-
Bijan Robinson, Drake London on the outside, Kyle Pitts. I just feel like, and then Kirk Cousins restructured his deal. So I think Atlanta's already planning ahead that they're probably, I'm not saying they're not going to target another quarterback this draft, but I feel like they did that because, number one, it's going to help their cap space out. And number two, it's going to extend them into the 2027 quarterback draft.
That or they might go out for Malik Willis.
They could. But I also think that Michael Penix isn't the guy.
Yeah, I think they think that too.
So I think it's a
'Cause,
good possibility.
That's why Kirk's still there.
And because Stefanski's, with
Out
his
there.
relationship
Right.
with the Vikings organization, Kirk Cousins, I think that's a great landing spot for Stefanski. And we said it last week too. We wish Stefanski,
Yeah.
we hope he does well. There's no ill will, at least on my end, there's no ill will.
Especially if he goes to Atlanta. If he goes to Baltimore, it's a different story.
Well, and the other thing I wanted to point out too, if you're talking about Baltimore, now our division wasn't good this year, but that NFC South division is terrible every year. Every year, it's a 9-8 winner.
Right.
And
8-9.
what it did, 8-9. I mean, it came down this year to what? It came down to it was Carolina and Tampa Bay, and then the winner of that game still had to see if Atlanta went ahead and beat the Rams.
And I bet he'd love to go stick it to Baker twice a year down
Sure,
there.
why not? Love it.
Yeah, he would fit perfectly there. He has an owner there that doesn't shy away from spending money.
No, Arthur Blank, no. And he
Yeah.
wants to see, he's like a guy, I want to see one before I die.
Right.
So.
And I think Kevin's offense, if he would run, the play action stuff and running
and
the
you
football.
have the perfect back for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and throw this graphic up so far, and we're going to have to add a couple people to this now, or move them around.
The coaches?
Yeah, the coaches graphic that we had.
Okay.
And I'm not going to go. We've already had interviews now. Okay, there we go. Nice. So I'm not really going to cover much as far as Jim Schwartz, Tommy Reese. We all kind of know what's going on with them. Jim Schwartz is now getting a second interview, correct?
Yep.
Or did he have it already?
It was.
I think it's okay.
It's either scheduled or it happened today.
Right. Okay. And then also on that list, but I do want to
And
kind of go
Monken's getting
down.
a second interview. I don't quite understand that. Though.
I don't either. I'm going to start off with Mike McDaniel. Of course, he's a former Dolphins head coach. Now, here's the story that I wanted to tell you about, that I heard about. So apparently Steve Ross, the Miami Dolphins owner, so what happens is at the end of the season, coaches go around, they have what's called exit interviews with the players.
Yeah.
Okay, to kind of find out, where they're standing as far as next year, stuff like that, kind of close the door on the season. Apparently Steve Ross, in his infinite wisdom, decided to go ahead and interrupt one of those interviews. He knocks on the door during an actual exit interview that Mike Daniels is conducting with a player and says, "Hey, Mike, can you step out in the hall for a minute?" And he basically fires Mike McDaniel right mid-exit interview.
Dude, that's fucking G.
Who does that?
Jesus.
I mean, because normally,
Well,
the reason why they call it Black Monday is because a lot of what the owners are trying to do is they want to get out in front of those exit interviews. Okay, so that's why you see a lot of the coaches and stuff being fired on that Monday, because it doesn't give the head coaches a chance to start those exit interviews. But Ross going in there, knocking on the door and saying, "Hey, come here.
Hey, guy.
Hey, Jalen, hold on a minute. This will only take a second." So if you're Ross, do you go in there? Do you finish the interview?
Right.
I don't know. Did he let him go back and finish? That is so bad. That's so bad.
I've never heard that happen.
Oh
before.
yeah, that's a real thing. So, however you feel about the ownership.
Well, so and they had to do that because I was hearing so many things about them having ties with Harbaugh that they're trying to get him down there. So, do you think they just like completely whiffed all of that?
They could have.
Is talk about the Browns being,
A dysfunctional franchise.
Miami's pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, they have
Oh, yeah.
they have their spurts.
Absolutely.
Since Marino, even with Marino, I mean, talk about wasting a talent.
So, Josh in the chat, Brown's the best available job right now. Is that over Baltimore and over Atlanta, in your opinion? Let us know.
He says Ravens' job is the worst to take.
And why do you feel the Browns is the best job right now?
I just, again, I kind of look the same way. I think Atlanta, soft division. They have a lot of guys on offense. That defense isn't bad either.
No.
Like
I actually feel like
we keep talking about Atlanta almost every year.
every year. Well, and I think like the national sports pundits are always waiting for Atlanta to go ahead and kick it, and you're waiting for Atlanta to go ahead and have one of these years where they just blow, secure the division with like 4 or 5 weeks left.
Yeah, that should be
and
an
have a
11,
12 and
12 game
5.
winner,
Yeah. You're waiting for it. It never happens. Now, with Raheem Morris being out now.
Talent and ownership.
Oh, so you feel that the Haslams are better than Steve Biscotti, the cookie?
He looked like. I know we don't have the clip
That's all right.
for the Ravens, but he brought up, and I don't know, he might have been talking about Tomlin too, about. He said something about we understand some of these coaches and the situation they're in. I think that was kind of a dig at the Browns.
Okay.
I think they really want Stefanski.
They could. Now, did they already have their interview with Stefanski?
I'm not sure.
I know they at least requested it.
I think he's going for a second interview with Atlanta and Baltimore, actually.
Which, when you start seeing the second interviews, then you know that it's starting to get whittled down.
Right.
Just like we said, the Browns already had a second interview with Schwartz. They wanted a second interview with Todd Monken, but we're pretty sure he's going to follow Harbaugh to the Giants. So at that point, does that mean that somebody else is going to get a second interview? Well, first they have to clear through the rest. If Monken's out, are they going to have to give somebody else a second interview? Because right now they have given Dan Pitcher, the Bengals OC, Aiden Durd, Seahawks DC, Todd Monken, the Ravens OC, Mike McDaniel, former Dolphins head coach, has also got it. So, and then they have
Minner and Udinski.
Yeah, Minner and Udinski. Now, Udinski, did he have his today?
I think.
Okay, and it's
And from what I've been listening to Cleveland radio, he might be getting some steam.
Okay, and I'm hearing that he's kind of. To me, and I texted you this last night, he's the most intriguing candidate to me. I think outside of McDaniel, I don't think I really want McDaniel as the head coach. I want McDaniel more as the OC, in my opinion.
I wouldn't be as worried with McDaniel as the head coach if Schwartz is going to be here.
Okay.
Because I don't think it was culture. Because the way they ended the year and the way that defense played the whole year, the offense just didn't have the talent. And what talent they had got hurt. Mm-hmm. By the end of the year, there was no Njoku, Fannin, or Judkins.
Right.
So, I don't know. And even in Miami, we thought that he was going to be fired after the Browns game.
Right.
We torched him. And they ended the year 5-2. So.
Yeah, they did. They did have a bit of a run in there.
Yeah, so I'm not as worried about that. I'm not saying that's my number one go-to at this point. I'm pretty intrigued with Udinski, what he did in Jacksonville, what I've been hearing from all the people around the league that talk about him. Maybe this
30
guy's
years old, right? He's 30.
Yeah, maybe he's
Super
the next
young.
McVay. Who knows?
Who knows? We don't know.
But yeah, because it's almost like if he doesn't get hired as a head coach this round, he's going to be a head coach next round. And what if you miss on him?
Right. That's true. There's always what ifs.
And he's going to have. It's not like unless it's completely Freddie Kitchens dumpster fire year one. Even if they go 7-10, it's not like they're going to fire him after 1 year.
So Justin, thanks for coming in. And Shieldhouse, the passing coordinator from LA.
Yeah,
Shilhasi.
Shilhasi.
Right.
I've also heard what's his name, Big Z there, Cleveland Browns Daily, Zagura.
Okay, yeah.
They seem to have a lot of interest in him, but I don't know if just because he hasn't gone up the ranks as much as the other guys here. But you never know. I really think that the net is wide. It's obviously getting shrunken at this point.
Right.
But that's a name to look for as well, I
Right.
think.
And there's a lot of these guys, too. I think it's just because the field is so large this year that there's guys that are going to probably get head coaching positions that in a normal year may not.
Right.
And
And the Tomlin factor is going to be out there now.
Exactly.
So I don't even think he's going to be scheduled for anything until next week. Maybe even the week after.
Who's that?
Tomlin.
Oh, Tomlin. Okay. Well, if you want to get into that right now. So from what I understand, the Rooneys, Tomlin had 2 more years on this contract that totaled $50 million with incentives. So Tomlin, essentially the Steelers have the rights to Tomlin through the next 2 years. So the only way that if Tomlin took a position is it would have to be some kind of trade, either players or picks or
Really?
cash. So the Rooneys, yes, Tomlin's under contract through 2027. That's correct. So it would be kind of
So he might
like the position with Denver.
Oh, with Peyton.
With Peyton. So that cost them a 1 and a 2 pick when they went ahead and got Tomlin. Or when they got Peyton,
Yeah.
So,
and he ain't come to Cleveland then. We need our picks.
right. Everybody that's talking about it right now, they feel like Tomlin may go into TV for
Which
a little
is
bit.
funny because, is that really the guy you want on CBS?
And
or
Dan
what?
Patrick was talking about this, and I kind of agreed with it that, man, if you're NBC or CBS, why not go and get Tomlin for the rest of these playoffs and just give him a trial run and see how he does? Can you imagine? Here's something else I found out. They never replaced Jimmy Johnson. So what if Fox went ahead and gave him and say, hey, why don't you come in here? Can you imagine a panel with him and Cower, though? Not that I care for the Steelers, but that would be fun. That would be a fun watch.
Yeah, they never coached against each other, though, did
Right.
they?
No.
No.
But that would be fun.
That would
and
be
you
fun.
could kind of give him a trial run and see how he does on TV.
Yeah, I just from some of the pressers that he's done, it's like I don't see him as a TV guy, but I didn't think Cower was going to be either, and he's done a pretty good job.
It'd be interesting to see Tomlin on the X's and O's, though, on the defense especially. You
Yeah.
know, if you just go in there just a little bit raw,
Right.
to find out, because the guy's fresh off the playoffs this year. He's not going to get a chance to get a lot of coaching.
I
for
feel like he
TV.
might be kind of funny doing some of these podcast
Yeah.
rounds, too.
in his facial expressions
Right.
and just some of that stuff.
Right.
That right there would be probably worth the price of admission.
Right.
So, all right. I just want to run down Mike McDaniel's resume a little bit here. 4-year stint in Miami, 2022 and 23. He had the 6th total offense and 1st total offense, respectively, in those 2 years. Of course, that was before Tua took one of the hits that, he's throwing up gang signs down there in Cincinnati, right?
Right.
Just the guy has yet to figure out how to slide. And then also he was during the Manziel Hoyer year 2014, so he was the wide receiver coach in
Yeah.
Cleveland. So, and it was part of that. If you guys want to go and watch a documentary, I kind of recommend it too. The Manziel documentary, The Untold, that's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a minute. We should do a
Watch it again.
we should
But Mike McDaniels is on that.
well, and just so you guys know, if you go back on our YouTube page, we've done some 30 for 30 recaps We might have to do that for Manziel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We did the
Or
what was
do
it?
Untold.
Yeah.
Well, we did the Bullies of Baltimore. We did that.
Bullies of Baltimore. Didn't we do another one?
I can't remember if we did or not.
Another
I'll have to go
30?
back.
No, we did 30 for 30. We did some other
Have to go back and
video
archives,
or
kinda look that
movie stuff. But yeah,
up. All right. All right.
but that might be good something good to do in the off season.
So, the Browns fans out here, if you don't remember, so that year we were actually tied for the division lead, and I remember this.
Yep.
Hoyer, we were what, 7-4, right?
7-4. We were 6-3 at one
So
point.
because I went to the Raiders game, Raiders Browns game, that year, and I think, and then was that Manziel's first start? I think it might have been.
And just so everyone knows, I was adamantly against the pick and the putting in place, and these assholes wanted fucking Manziel in there.
I did. I wanted. I can't. Hey,
Everyone was bitching about Horry the whole year.
Yeah. McDaniels was the coach that Josh Gordon was drinking with on the plane the last time he got popped.
That's fucking great.
That's great. That's great.
Josh Gordon forever. I don't
Josh,
care.
right. But I did want to say this. So Andrew Hawkins, speaking of Cincinnati, coming over, saw the most yards in his career
Yeah.
as Mike McDaniels under.
He looked good
And
in
we
the
had a
slot.
shortened Brian Hoyer season. Brian Hoyer, now he was basically a career backup, under Brady, whatever. So 3,000 yard passing season, the most he'd ever had.
He had 3,000 yards.
He
in
had 3,000
10
yards.
games or
Yes, 11.
11 games.
11 games. 5 games shy of the season.
Yeah, and
It was only
they lost.
2016.
What game did they lose there? Or did they eked out a win against Atlanta? I think it was to go to 7-4.
Yeah, I think so.
And then they made that change. I was like, why are you doing this
Right.
at the tail end of a playoff run?
Perfect.
I just
of the most
remember
Brown things
arguing.
ever.
I remember arguing with Painter about it.
So Taylor Gabriel, rookie that year. Undrafted rookie, right?
Taylor Gabriel.
Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah.
Undrafted rookie. Also an impressive season. McDaniel started off his career. at-
Travis Benjamin had our
Yeah, I remember.
was
He
on
went
that
to the
team.
Chargers, right?
good punt returner. and
Punt
had some-
returner, yeah.
Some big splash plays on offense
Right,
that
right.
year.
So McDaniel started his coaching career off as an intern in Denver. Then had some stuff down for Todd Monken, but like I said, I feel like they're going to secure him in New York, whatever you decide. So it's kind of the other guys had to do a little bit on them. Aiden Durr, defensive coordinator in Seattle. Of course, Seattle's playing this weekend, third time this season against San Francisco. Seattle's defense is legit. I'm going to tell you that right now. Last game of the season, they held San Francisco to 6 points, and that offense has been really, really good.
Rolling.
It actually
And
has been.
honestly didn't look that bad in the weather in Philadelphia last week.
Yeah. So, this season he's allowed as the defensive coordinator only 17.2 points per game.
I swear to
In
God,
Seattle.
though, I don't want some English bloke up there,
Okay, fair enough.
especially an ethnic one.
All right.
We're gonna have a black English dude as our head coach.
I don't know. Also, Dallas's D-line coach from 21 to 23. So, Dan Pitcher, Bengals OC the last 2 seasons. In 2024, he led the league. The Bengals led the league with 272.9 pass yards per game in 2024. So that's pretty impressive. Of course, you have T. Higgins. If you have a healthy Burrow, let's not forget that Jamar Chase was a Triple Crown winner.
Is he even-
and he missed the
even the play
playoffs.
caller
The
down
Bengals
there,
missed the playoffs.
Right.
So,
Is he even the play caller down there, though?
I don't know. That's a good question. Is it Zach Taylor? I mean, it would make
pretty sure
sense it was Zach Taylor.
Pretty sure Zach Taylor's a play
Because
caller.
does it blow anybody else's mind that if you would have told me right now, 4 weeks ago that 3 of the 4 AFC North coaches were gone, and you would have told me that Zach Taylor was the lone man left, I would have laughed my ass until I died.
I wouldn't have, because I knew that we can handle paying 6 coaches that aren't here.
Yeah,
Mike Brown can't.
this is true. You
They'll
know
have
who
to-
else
they'll
is
have to get
paying a bunch of coaches?
They'll have to get a
right?
Charmin endorsement or something.
You know who else has been paying a bunch of coaches? The Raiders.
Oh God,
Did you hear about that list?
Gruden. Yeah, it goes all the way back to Gruden.
It's
and
like 4
before
coaches
him, right?
for in the total like $50 million a year. $50 million.
And they're not even they're cash rich now because they're printing money in the fucking casino.
This is true. $50 million though that they're paying old coaches.
Well, that's dude.
Alex,
we have money now.
Pierce,
Pierce.
Gruden. That's the one that shocked me. You're still paying Gruden. No wonder the guy doesn't want to come off the Barstool couch. No, wait a minute. Portnoy's paying me, and the Raiders are still paying me,
And he's probably going to get
and
money from the
and
NFL.
you're working like what 2 days a week?
Right.
Why do I want to work like 20 hours a day for 365?
Come on, man.
Right. All right. So what else? Who else we have on that list?
Oh.
I know there's a couple updated ones on there. So Shieldhouse.
It should come up here in a second.
Yeah, he's coming up. Grant Udinsky. We talked about him a little bit. It might have happened today. Also, there's
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Oh, tomorrow is Udinsky.
Says Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Yeah, you're right.
Shieldhouse.
Yep. And then Joe Brady, the Bills OC, Chris Shula, the grandson of the great Don Shula,
The Don.
and then Jeff Haley. Haven't heard a whole lot about
Halfley.
him.
He was
Or
actually
Halfley, I'm sorry.
He was actually here 2017 or 18 as like the DB coach or something.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? I mean, is there anything else that you've heard outside of these guys that we have on the list right now? I mean, those last 3 were just the reported interests in those guys. Doesn't mean they're going to get an interview. But
I don't think Shula really has a chance. I think Shula got an interview here. That might have changed. I think they did schedule one today.
did they? Okay.
I don't know what day it's for, but I think that got scheduled today.
And it's hard to keep up when I'm doing some of this research.
Yeah, we got
even a
this
day
graphic
before.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how fast.
Joe Brady. I feel like Joe Brady's been on a list to be hired as a head coach for like 10 years and just never.
So what's going on with that guy then?
I don't know.
Why has nobody hired him yet?
Because I mean, isn't he kind of the architect behind the Josh Allen?
Is it him or was it Dorsey?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I thought Joe Brady's been there. I could be wrong.
He could be. I don't know. I don't know that much
I
about him.
mean, he might not. I think he was the QB coach and then went to.
OC
there.
after Dorsey left.
Yeah, I could be completely. I might be thinking about
All
someone
right.
else.
All right. Well, let's move on. I want to talk about this. I want to see what your feelings are about the John Harbaugh deal. And this just happened like late 2 nights ago. I know you're saying that they may not have got everything knocked out, but I think it's just details at this point. Harbaugh is going to be the Giants' new head coach. And I feel like, and I think I said this before, this is probably the best situation. And it makes sense that Harbaugh would want to go there.
The best situation out of all the jobs.
Of all the jobs, I think it's probably the best one. Well, I should
don't
clarify
ascribe to
that a little. Well, I should clarify that a little bit because I
Maybe
feel
the best potential.
I feel like Harbaugh, and now Harbaugh's only 63. Okay, so it's not like the guy's old, super old, but I feel like Harbaugh at this point is legacy, right? So he doesn't want to go to like an all-out rebuild. He wants to go someplace where, and I think he also wants to get
And they
like
only-
the
they-
Lamar thing off
They only won
his
like
back.
4 games, right?
Yeah, but and I heard a stat about that yesterday too. I think that the Giants, I think since Eli have only been to the playoffs
Yeah.
one time
Last year, or 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they barely eked in.
Yeah, it was
So-
Daniel Jones. Then they gave him all that money.
Yeah, didn't they lose in Minnesota?
Yeah.
And wasn't a field goal? That's right. That's right. So, in my opinion, though, the Giants. Okay, so hear me out. Say what you want about whatever the. Okay, are you in a big market? Absolutely. Is the press going to be all over your ass? Absolutely. Harbaugh has
The one New York team that has had any success in the last 30 years,
right,
really.
but Harbaugh is an experienced coach that can handle that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit. Okay. You got
And
Jack.
really only had to move about 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
East,
true.
East Rutherford, or
Right.
they're in New Jersey, technically, right?
Right, they are. So, Jackson Dart, okay, you have him. You may want to say, man, this guy's not very smart. I don't know if you heard the story about him standing at the Meadowlands and not knowing if there was an ocean close by. That's a whole nother story as well. Okay, say what you want about that. Okay, but you have Jackson Dart. If you feel like you're going to move ahead with him. But then, let's say you secured Todd Monken. Okay, so Harbaugh's happy. Now you're probably going to see the ceiling that Jackson Dart has with a guy like Todd Monken, right?
Probably.
Okay, so and then you have Scatterbo, who got injured this year.
That's how white men run the football.
Right. Hopefully, right. Hopefully, they're going to teach Scatterbo like, hey, you don't have to get a concussion every time you run the ball. This is how you maintain.
I feel like Scatterbo just needs to be Scatterbo about
Right.
it. Didn't he ruin his leg?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of a freak thing. It
Yeah.
wasn't even like
It was almost like a Judkins.
Yeah. It wasn't even a Scatterbo like you thought he was just going to take an indentation into his forehead, but that's not really what happened. Yeah, it was really kind of a freak thing, but everybody was just waiting for Scatterbo to just off himself on the field. So you have him. You also have a couple good young defensive ends there.
I think Myers said it right. The ownership there is going to leave him alone, let him do what he wants.
Yeah, I think that's important too. I mean, the Mara family, yeah, absolutely. Kind of like one of those blue blood owners of the league, you know, Rooney's,
Well, that's
Mara's.
Coughlin turned that thing around
Yeah,
when he got there, you know, after leaving Jacksonville. And he had that kind of power in Jacksonville. And, you know, remember those teams back in the 90s, early 2000s, Jacksonville was tough. So, yeah, I think it's a good fit. You know, it's not anything surprising.
no.
But I don't think it was the best job because you got to bank on Dart being the guy. And if not,
So do you still think Baltimore's the best job because he's not going back to Baltimore?
well,
so
yeah. Just
would
just
Atlanta
just to
been your
win,
next
right?
choice?
Yeah, Baltimore, Atlanta, just easier to win.
Right.
You have I know we've talked about Lamar, but I mean, the guy wins regular season games. Mm-hmm. That's an easy way to the playoffs.
Right.
They still have talent on defense. I don't know what happened to their
Oh, they got
defense.
Boku talent. I mean, that's the biggest thing of why Harbaugh was probably let go. It's like, wait a minute, you got all these Pro Bowlers
Right.
year in and year out, but you can't seem to get us over this hump. I also feel like this. I feel like Harbaugh has something to prove here.
I think he wanted to get away from Lamar.
Yeah, I that's my whole point. I feel like in Baltimore, I feel as if whenever things went right in Baltimore, Lamar was getting the credit. But when it didn't go right,
was
it fell on Harbaugh.
Right.
And I think this is a chance for Jim Harbaugh to set himself apart from that,
Right.
where he can start. He has potential there to go ahead and prove to everyone, including the media, listen, it was me.
Well, and he's
And he would love nothing more than to see Baltimore crash and burn the next couple of years.
right. And I mean that NFC East, Washington, you don't know what they're going to be.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's pretty much Philadelphia. I mean, I think Dallas, they're going to be 7 to 10 wins like they always are.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be, you know, Dallas is always Dallas.
Right.
They could make the playoffs this year and lose in the first round again.
Right.
They're like the NFC of the Chargers, or the NFC version of the Chargers. Or, I'm with you. I mean, Washington.
They could win
same thing
13
with them.
games or they
Yeah.
could win 3.
Yeah. So and you don't know what's going to happen there. Of course, you know, their quarterback was just going in and out of injury.
Right.
Had a hell of a run last year.
Right.
What's his name? Shit.
Daniels.
Yes,
Jaden
Jaden
Daniels.
Daniels. Sorry. Had a hell of a run last year. Anyway, I got to take a moment. I'll be right back.
All right.
I got to go get on it.
You want me to go with the Allen clip?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. So while he's taking care of stuff, we're going to go ahead and play this Josh Allen clip, which this tush push is one of the most insane ones I've ever seen in my life.
There he is, shoving, and Allen's got it. Not to be denied. He's still going. Look at this.
Good God.
A full thoroughbred. Touchdown. Fullback. Big on the tush push. There he
They
is.
stopped there. And I didn't think that you could,
Look at this.
even with the new rules, I didn't think that the offensive line could literally pick up the person and carry them. I knew you could push. I didn't know you could pick them up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that either. And
I know you can't pull them.
well, I
Because I remember that. You remember USC Notre Dame? Was that Brady Quinn? Matt Leinart? Somebody like.
Well, I remember when Reggie Bush pushed Matt Leinart.
Yeah.
And at the time, you couldn't do that, and they called it no touchdown.
Was that what happened?
Yeah, but
I thought there was something where somebody, like, you can't pull them, but you can push.
You can push them. Okay. But I thought
That was technically a push, but you're also picking the
you're
motherfucker
picking
up.
him up. And I didn't hear any of the announcers even talking about it, like, hey, that you can't do that. You can't do that. And I didn't look up the rule. I should have probably done that a little bit. I just wanted to hear your thoughts about it, and apparently you've already said your
Well,
piece.
it fucked my bet up, so I was pissed about it.
Of course.
But I honestly didn't think you could do that. I know you could push. I didn't think you could physically, like, carry someone. I thought
Right.
that was still against the rule. But, I mean, that game was intense. And there was a couple, and it also made it perfectly clear that we got rid of Greg Newsome when we should have, because he got burnt twice on that last drive.
Perfect.
And yeah, it was. I thought Jacksonville was going to do it, but I mean, if any year's Buffalo's year, it's got to be this year, right?
Yeah, we've talked about that.
There's
That's what the
there's
whole,
no Mahomes, there's no Burrow, there's no.
That's what the media's and
Lamar.
and another reason why I feel like McDermott's kind of on the hot seat. I felt he was on the hot seat last week. Go ahead.
I think even if they lose this week, depending on how they lose, might still have his job.
I think he's gone.
He's got to win this week.
I think
to solidify his job.
I said this last week. I think at the minimum he has to make the AFC
yeah,
Championship.
yeah.
A loss this week, regardless of how he loses.
If
I
you
think
go
he's
to
out.
Denver and lose like 16-13,
maybe
they won. Yeah, they
if
won
it's that
14
tight,
games.
Maybe.
Right.
But yeah, I outside of that, I think it's going to take. And quite honestly, an AFC Championship win may not keep him there. It
Yeah, I think if
probably
you get to
will.
the Super Bowl,
It probably will.
you're not going to fire your coach.
I would think so.
Unless you get blown out, but I mean, they did it 4 times in a row. Well, the first Super Bowl was close. Then the next 3 were all kind of shit shows.
All right, I want to before we start, we're going to break down some of these games from last week, give us our feelings about it. Anybody that's in the chat, also guys, I really appreciate you being in the chat. If you could share this live for us on your own feeds pages, that really helps us out. But before we get into that, I wanted to go ahead and get into the Mike Tomlin and all
Before
that. Go
that,
ahead.
though, please like us on Facebook, YouTube, and if you have a TikTok, that'd be great. If you want to go in there and finger fuck the screen and give us some likes on TikTok,
that.
that'd be great. But like you said, share our shit. But yeah, let's get into Tomlin.
Tomlin. So, of course, this happened just earlier this week. It was after our last podcast. I'm curious to find out how anybody feels about this. I know Timothy Stewart was going to get in the chat, I believe. I know he's a Steelers fan. I think he talked to me once before. He was done with Tomlin last year, maybe
I feel
even
like
before that.
Steelers fans have been done with him for 5
A
years.
while. I think it's just been growing. It's been just kind of a growing sentiment.
Must be nice to hate being in the playoffs every
Yeah.
year.
Well, right. And it all comes down to franchise expectations, doesn't
Right.
it?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're, whether you want to say, like, the Steelers, once again, are...
No, if Stefanski was here 6 years and lost in the first round every year, we'd probably be done with him. We did have the one playoff win. So it's, but at
We
the same time, like if you're winning seasons every year, I don't know.
Right, fair enough. So, after 19 years, the Steelers now getting rid of Tomlin. Reportedly, it's coming from the organization as well, that Tomlin is going to go, that he went ahead and stepped down from his own accord. I know you had the Rooney video. I didn't know if you want to go ahead and play that.
Oh, all right.
Allen has to win it this year. Mike Tomlin is the GOAT. Thanks, Logan. Logan, get in there. Who is your number one front runner? I know you're a big Steelers fan.
Who does Pittsburgh want? I haven't even really thought about that.
My pick for you guys is Brian Flores. I think Brian Flores.
I haven't heard anything about him getting interviews anywhere. Though.
Yeah, but I mean,
if there's anywhere to,
can you just see it though? Can you just
I
see
could
Brian Flores being the head coach of the Steelers?
I could see it, but that's a blue blood franchise.
Right.
He's,
Give me Shula. All right. Don't know much about him. I mean, I know about him. We talked about this last week too, as far as him being actual roommates with McVay in college, and of course, you know, the grandfather.
Let me know when you want me to put that up there.
That's all right.
Shula.
Yeah, that's a great point. If Flores didn't have the lawsuit against the NFL, he would be considered. Yeah, there's that whole blackballing situation as far as Flores goes. But I mean, Flores has proved himself so much.
I would like him in Cleveland. That's
I think there's more than a franchise out there that's willing to go against the grain and say, you know what, we're hiring Brian Flores as our head coach. So go ahead. I want to hear Art Rooney's. He went ahead and had a presser yesterday. Just want to play this clip, and it's kind of a condensed clip.
We may not hear it, just by the way.
Okay.
Search for our next head coach. Well, it was his decision, and I wasn't shocked. I wasn't expecting that conversation yesterday either. When you get to this stage of a career, obviously, he even mentioned it himself that he was nearer to the end than the beginning. You could see that coming. No, I'm not going to get into his contract at this point. I was certainly willing to, take another run at it next year with Mike, and that's what I was expecting to talk about yesterday, but obviously went in a different direction. I'll leave it to him to explain to you someday what all went into his decision. I think that in my mind and the discussion we had, it was probably more of a family-related decision than a football-related decision. It'll take weeks, at least, I would say. Nowadays, there are a number of protocols we have to follow that are sort of really designed to slow the process down. As I say, it'll probably take at least a few weeks. I don't want to sort of put any real parameters around it. We're going to be an open book in terms of who we look for and the list that we build. Could I sign up for another Chuck Noll or another Bill Cowher or another Mike? I'm not sure. Somebody that we feel fits that mold would be great. Number one, really, I think in my mind is leadership and really trusting that this person can stand up in front of your team day in and day out and hold their attention and have them motivated to do what they do. I've been involved in a number of searches, going back to Coach Cowher, obviously GM searches, and I think when you start the search, I think if I've learned anything, it's to have an open mind. Mike indicated that he did not anticipate coaching, at least in the near future. I think he wants to spend time with his family and do some of the kinds of things he hasn't been able to do for the last many years. Right now I don't think that anybody on our staff is a candidate, maybe a candidate to stay on the staff, depending on what the new head coach wants to do, but probably not as a head coach. A big part of the search for a new head coach is really understanding their ideas about the staff and who they would want to hire. So yeah, that's an important part of it. I think it's too early to say what effect it's going to have on the roster. That the new coach obviously is going to have a lot to say in that. I think part of the discussion with candidates will be our roster and how they view our roster, what they would do with our roster. I'll take being in contention every year and having a shot at it. And I'm not sure why you waste a year of your life not trying to contend. I did not. I mean, he was pretty clear about what his intentions were. We had a great conversation and I understood where he was. I think we all knew that we were getting toward the end. Standard is try to compete to win a championship every year. Yeah, look, Aaron came here to play for Mike, so I think it will most likely affect his decision. I'm sure the quarterback position will be an important part of this discussion with the candidates. No, I don't know if it's a rebuild. I mean, it's a new coach, so there will be changes, whether you call it a rebuild or not. I don't like that word that much. We'll try to compete day one if we can. Mike.
So I want to find this out from some of the Steelers faithful. If you're in the chat, go ahead and tell us, give us your 2 cents about this. But I have a bit of a theory about the whole situation. Was that guy a great front man? Ownership? Yeah, absolutely.
What up, Ebert?
So we've already discussed that the Steelers have him through 2027 under contract, correct? Is there any way that he goes into that office, it's like, hey, Mike, come on. We need to talk about this. We can't keep going down the path that we're going. You've been a great coach for us, yada, yada, yada. But how about we go ahead and release to the press that you are stepping away instead of us coming out and saying, yeah, we're firing Mike Tomlin. And in turn, you go and try to get a head coaching position this year, and we try to fleece one of those teams for picks or players.
But then you're hampering where he can go. I feel like the Rooneys ain't going to do that to him.
I don't know.
It's almost 2 decades of
I don't
winning.
know. And here's the thing. Who's gullible enough to give those type of picks?
Yeah,
Right. I
don't
understand
think
where
he
your
is
coach.
either.
I understand. I agree with you. Logan. But what if that's going up behind closed doors and they're saying, we're going to make you look good, Mike. You have been great to our organization, but this is one last thing we need you to do.
I don't think the Rooneys would do that.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't do that with Cower.
Right. Yeah, but Cower kind of stepped away because he had some family things that were going on too. He had 3 daughters, and that whole thing. And then Mike's coming out and he's saying that, he wants to have more time to spend with his family as well.
I mean, unless they're just straight G's about it. But I feel like
And maybe they are.
the time, just even with Harbaugh, like all good things come to an end.
Yeah. So Rooney just said right there that it was kind of unexpected that he was going to go ahead and make this move. He was,
But he even
thinking
said
about-
he knew it was coming in the end too.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he had another year.
But
or two.
he was going to welcome Tomlin back. He was well prepared to welcome Tomlin back. Kind of a shock. It was definitely a shock to me.
right.
I mean, was it a bigger shock than Harbaugh leaving or getting fired?
Well,
from
it
the Ravens?
was more of a shock that it was him that stepped down than it was them firing him.
Yes, very similar to the Sean Payton. Correct. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Could the Rooneys possibly talk him into? Now think about this. Now just think about this. What if Tomlin were to take that Raiders job?
They get the number 1 pick.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
They're probably not doing that though, right?
Well,
But the Steelers need a quarterback, right? Because Rodgers isn't coming back.
so do the Raiders.
And they do. They do. But
I mean, unless you got a coach that can get Geno back to Seahawks for
can
him.
I say this too? I got something, and I'm so sick and fucking tired of hearing about the media saying, well, Tom Brady's in the building. Tom Brady's in the building. Shut the fuck up. Okay? I don't care. You could be a minority owner of a team. You could be an ex-player who's a minority owner of a team. It doesn't mean you know how to run a franchise. Stop. And don't forget that he's still a minority owner.
Yeah, he doesn't have to say for shit.
Yeah. So quit. Can we just quit? I just want to be the first one
He's
to say
there.
that.
He's there to bang the 20-somethings that are going into casinos.
Speaking of 20-somethings, how do you feel about Bill Belichick coming back? Has that ship sailed?
I haven't heard anything about him even getting considered.
I think it's gone. I think
Yeah.
it's done. What is he, 74? 74
Yeah.
now, I think, is what I heard. Yeah.
and he would have to go to a ready-made team.
Because he just has, what,
Like
nine,
if he was
going
to come back,
win the all-time...
if he was going to have to come back, it'd be
win
Baltimore, and I feel like I thought it was 12, but if he was going to, it'd be like Baltimore, and I feel like he has a hatred against Baltimore and
If
Cleveland.
he steps down and resigns, how is that contract valid? Well, that's exactly valid for that simple fact that they still have him under contract
yeah,
for
if
the
they
next
would
2
have,
years.
if they would have fired him, the contract wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Raiders won't be dealing one. I kind of agree with you. Okay. How about the Jets at 2?
They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, but you want to talk
Dante
about...
Moore's not coming out.
He's not coming out. Breaking news. It's
but
not breaking news.
There's going to be a quarterback there's going to be 1 or 2 that everyone wants.
In my opinion, and you know how much I love this dude,
And Mendoza's going to go 1.
Chambliss.
Right.
Chambliss, I think, is probably going to be a New York Jet, or they're going to trade back out of that spot, maybe, to try to roll the dice for next year.
Sellers is coming back, right?
Yes. And then Ty Simpson declared too. But
He's going to be a 3rd or 4th round pick.
yeah. I don't know. Will he be the guy that Kuiper really starts talking up and you start seeing him jump up? I don't know. I mean, the Steelers don't want Ty Simpson, right? Tomlin will most likely end up in Washington or Tampa Bay next year. Okay.
Tampa would probably. That's a good one.
All right. Todd Bowles.
Yep. Got to keep with the brothers.
Is it going to be 1 year or is it going to be 2? Because the contract is 2 years.
Ty Simpson mid to first round. Isn't he like 5'11"?
Who, Ty Simpson?
Yeah.
Mid to late 1. Yeah, probably. I kind of agree with you on that, Logan. I think Ty Simpson probably. And I think of Dante Moore deciding to go ahead and stay in college, which I think was a smart move.
Yeah, make your money.
He's not, well, and he's.
Get better.
I don't think he's ready.
Right.
He's just not ready.
Right. Probably didn't want to be a Jet
yeah.
either.
Yeah. Right. Or did Dante Moore, that was the whole thing. I saw people talking about that. Well, tell us you don't want to go to the Jets without telling us. Okay.
Doesn't mean they won't be fucking
Fair enough.
number one pick.
Yeah,
next
Super
year.
Week QB class, agreed.
Is he 6'2"? I
Next-
thought he was shorter than that.
Next year, though, I mean, so you're going to have Arch, right, coming out. Julian Sayin is going to come out. Dante Moore is going to come out.
Next year's the class, but we always say that. So,
Right. Who else is coming out?
but Arch
next
will be
year?
the number 1 pick next year. I don't think it really
Levitt,
matters.
right? Because Levitt's
Carson Beck should be in this draft class, right?
Yeah, Carson Beck is probably going to be in round 8.
I don't know if they win it all.
Yeah.
Somebody will take a shot on
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure it will. All right. So let's go ahead and let's cover last week's games. I just want to kind of want to get into that. I want to find out how your feelings are about it. Rams 34. We're going to start out with the oldest games for Super Walk-On weekends. Oldest as far as up till Monday night. Rams 34, Panthers 31. I didn't pick this one right last week, Ryan, and I think you were on board with me about this. I felt like the Rams were going to go ahead and just go in there after getting beat by Carolina 3 weeks ago at Carolina. They're going to go in there and take care of business. And it started off that way. The Rams took a 14-0 lead.
Immediately fucked my bet.
Yeah, immediately. Then Carolina comes back with 2 touchdowns in the second, 17-14 at the half. It comes down to really not Love. Bryce Young. Go ahead and having a touchdown drive. Left Stafford a little bit too much time, though.
Yeah.
So he goes down hits a 19-yard
Panthers came out
pass.
and played with their hair on fire.
Yeah.
I'll
19-yard pass to
give them
Parkinson
all the
to
credit in the world.
basically seal the game.
Yeah.
I mean, Panthers got the ball back last, but okay.
They took advantage of turnovers.
Yeah, couple questions for you on this. Is Bryce Young a franchise quarterback in your mind? I know
No.
we were kind of okay. Fair enough. Is he a franchise quarterback for the Carolina Panthers?
Probably.
Yeah,
You're
agree.
going to have to write it out until they slide back into obscurity again. You know, the one thing I've seen.
It's not going to be hard to do because the NFC South is weak, and we just already talked about it.
Right, and them being in the NFC South, maybe he is enough there for the next. He's almost like an Andy Dalton.
Yeah, because I mean, you got Baker in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's say we don't really know what's going to happen in Atlanta. Whether they try to keep roll Penix back out there again or stay with Kirk
I think
Cousins.
they'll
I actually
squeeze the
feel
Kirk Cousins lemon
if
as
Kirk
long as they
Cousins
can.
goes, if Kirk Cousins plays all the games next year, but then if you're Atlanta, I think they're going to win the division. But then if you're Atlanta, do you really want that? Because Kirk Cousins is just a bridge. And ultimately, you don't want to win that too many games because you want to be able to move up in the draft, correct?
Well, they restructured his contract, so they must think he's going to play some games.
Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen in Atlanta. But once again,
And
Atlanta,
again, dude, they have so many weapons. It's like he can't play point guard, and they can't go on a run.
Atlanta's one of those teams that seems like they always take the best player on the board instead of best player for your need.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it with Kyle Pitts. We saw it with Bijan Robinson. Now, they didn't draft Penix until what? Was it 11? I think it was 11.
11 or
they were
12,
taking back
something like that.
behind 9. Right? Was it 9? Taking 9? by Minnesota. Was that right? Am I right about that?
Well, where was Stroud?
Oh, that was the year before that.
Was
Stroud,
it?
yeah, Stroud was already. He was drafted the year before that.
I thought Penix and Stroud came out the same year. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like in Atlanta, you could ride that Kirk Cousins train for the next 3 years with those skill players.
Yeah, and I feel like Atlanta could go ahead and win that division next year, easy.
Yeah.
I mean, if Kirk Cousins is still, throwing 300 plus pass yards, I guess what I'm saying is I don't understand if you're Atlanta and Michael Penix isn't the guy, and you go ahead and restructure and try to get some more cap. Why do you want to win games? Why not just throw Michael Penix out there with both broken shoulders
Right.
and say, "Hey, go get us, the number 2 pick in the draft." I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't really understand what's going on there. Let's go on here. Bears 31, Packers 27. Another game where the Packers took a big lead, 21-3 at the half.
I almost stopped watching this game, and I'm glad I didn't.
Me too. Another thing, we've been down on Caleb Williams in the past too. How do you feel about Caleb Williams?
We
at this
haven't
point?
been down on him.
I have.
Said he was gay for his finger shit, but
Right. Do you even care about painted fingernails at this point?
not if he's slinging rocks like that.
I don't care about it if I see him doing the Jordan Jumpman and throwing fucking just darts like what he did late in that game.
The reason I didn't stop watching that game is I watched the Detroit game the last week of the regular season with them, and they were down 16-0, almost came back and won. So that's that team. That's how they're built. And I don't know how long that'll take you through the playoffs, but they're a fun team, and I'm rooting for them. That's like the one team out of the NFC that I kind of want to see make it.
The Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Bears.
The Bears.
I also heard this on the Dan Patrick show too. This was funny when they were saying, yes, and can we just have the Bears go ahead and win a Super Bowl because we're so sick and tired of all the documentaries about the 85 Bears.
Right.
We need a more relevant Bears team to have a documentary about.
I don't know. You had the Urlacher years. I mean, the Rex
Yeah, but
Grossman,
not documentary worthy.
Yeah. Jay Cutler, in my opinion, should
That's probably a 30 for 30 in itself.
have had a documentary in Denver and Chicago, Miami,
And I
everywhere he was.
said this to you, I think
I wanted him in Cleveland so bad.
I texted you
every
last
time
week
he
and I
was a free
said,
agent.
Jay Cutler is the John Rocker of football. Zero fucks about
fucks.
anything he says or does. So I do want to put this up though. So the Bears scoring 2 touchdowns inside of the last 5 minutes. And the Bears D really stepped up in that second half.
Yeah.
I mean, they did. And the Bears defense kind of has a tendency to feast on turnovers, which is kind of what
And they should have had a
really
couple.
good. I mean, that's really
They should have had a couple.
yeah. So they
Punched
held
a
them,
couple
but
balls out that didn't go
right.
their way.
Once again, LaFleur in the Packers though coming up short. Go ahead and show the LaFleur video.
Could be another coach coming out.
Yeah, could be. I don't know, but I'm going to talk about this after the clip.
This one is going to hurt for a really, really long time. When you are in complete control of a football game and the script gets flipped in the second half, and it was a lot of self-inflicted things. And give credit to them. We knew they were a team that could come back and fight. They proved it all season long, and we had opportunities to kind of put them away, and we didn't get it done. Well, obviously, this one.
That was the end, wasn't it?
Is going to hurt for a really, really long.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I thought we had the clip of the reporter asking him about his future.
That's the one that you sent.
Oh, was it? Okay, that's fine.
I can get it real quick if you want.
That's all right.
No, I can't.
All right.
Might as well.
Let's do it.
I thought that's the one you sent, so that's what I did.
Was that the last one I sent you?
Yeah.
It was all the way back down.
Yeah, that was the one I.
Right there. Is that it?
Well, obviously, this one
Okay.
is
All right, fair enough. So the one clip that I did want was basically when the reporter asked him, it was one of the first questions out of the gate, was they asked LaFleur about how he felt about being the Green Bay coach next year. LaFleur just kind of stonewalled it, said, hey, I don't really want to think about that right now. That's not what we're all about right now. Da-da-da-da. Well, what can the guy say? I mean, Green Bay just keeps coming in at like the 7th seed, just keeps getting ousted in the playoffs.
They were like 4. Well, we were the first loss, but they were like 4-0 or 3.
Yeah.
And they looked dominant.
Just started looking up. Yeah. And I think I've said this about Green Bay the entire year. I really didn't know what this Green Bay team was, and I really didn't know what Jordan Love was. I want to give Jordan Love his flowers, but then the next week I'm like, the flowers turned into weeds. I wasn't sure about what Jordan
He threw
Love
4
was.
touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I mean, I'm not throwing this loss on Jordan Love, but
No,
I'm
and
just saying that's been
I've said
the Green Bay
I don't
Packers
think
all
he's
season.
great. I think he's good.
Okay.
I don't think Green Bay needs to look for another quarterback. They just need to finish games in the playoffs. And I think they've had this issue with Aaron Rodgers for the last 10 years,
Okay.
since they won that Super Bowl.
So is that on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball? Is it what's going on there? And don't come to me with
I think
Micah Parsons was
Chicago-
out. He was out in the first half too.
Right. I
Shut
think
up.
Chicago that's the way they're built. And Green Bay just didn't put down the hammer in the second half.
Right. Even though they're in your division,
And Ben Johnson, I think, is a really good head coach.
yeah,
really
I do
good coach.
too. I mean, I agree with that.
I think there was some halftime adjustments made, and whoever the defensive coordinator of Chicago, I know they gave up a lot of yards this year, but it seems like every time they come out in the second half, they play a lot better than they did in the first half.
Okay. All right.
So I mean, it's been an issue for Green Bay, but it's like, again, they're always in it.
And Green
I don't think a head coaching change in Green Bay is going to fix that.
Right. So, from what I understand, also LaFleur's coming down to his last year of his contract. I also understand that the Green Bay hierarchy does not like lame duck coaches in the last year of the contracts. From what I understand, LaFleur and his agent are asking for quite a bit more money because right now he's ranked at like 18th in the league in coaching money. So he wants to up that. Not really. You don't really have a lot to stand on with LaFleur and his agent when you keep continuously losing. This way in the playoffs, not a great time to try to get that contract renewed and get an increase in pay. What say you?
I mean, the market's going to dictate that.
Okay.
If I'm Green Bay, I'm keeping him. But if, as a Browns fan, fire him. We'll take him
All right. So you take him in, get an interview right away. All right.
immediately.
That's fair.
That, as I said, I wouldn't be angry with McDaniel. That guy right there.
Right.
I'd take him in Cleveland.
And that's fine as long as I get to keep Jim Schwartz on the defensive side of the ball.
I think.
That's fine. I'm all for
And
it.
I kind of just want Jim Schwartz to be the head coach myself. But if a guy like LaFleur that can really bring an offense that's, 2026, not 2017 or whatever to Cleveland, I would love that. But, I love Jim Schwartz. But I'm also not going to take someone out of the running because they're not going to keep Jim Schwartz.
Right.
I think they need to make the right hire, whoever that is.
Just to keep tabs on this, we are, at least I was, 1-1 up to this point. Lost the first game, ETS. Second game, I had the Bears. So going on to Sunday at 1, which, we discussed this last week. I didn't understand why this wasn't the primetime game, although it's a small market in Jacksonville. I get that. So Bills 27, Jags 24. Thought it was an ugly game in the first half. Really, neither team.
It was an ugly game in the second half.
6-3. Yeah, but in the first half especially. So it was 6-3, going into halftime. And then Jordan Poyer.
Ex-Brown.
Goes out. And immediately in the third quarter, Trevor Lawrence goes down, puts together a great drive, targets Jordan Poyer's replacement 3 times on that drive, and I watched it live. It's going to lead me into what I don't really understand at the end, but went down, boom, touchdown. Okay, then they went ahead and Jacksonville went ahead and had a touchdown with 4:03 left in the game. Just felt like it was too much time for Allen, the Bills, and it was. I mean, Bills had 3 touchdowns. I mean, what are you going to do though? I mean, you're kind of caught in no man's land. It's like, well, we can't just prolong the touchdown at this point. We have to score, and I know they have 4 minutes left, but I just kind of felt like if Josh Allen does Josh Allen shit, this is way too much time for Josh Allen to have.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they couldn't really get much going in the first half, the second half was a different bit of a deal.
You got to score when you when you
Right.
can
So
score.
Allen goes 66 yards on 9 plays and scored a touchdown with 1:03 left. Of course, this was the brotherly hug that I'm going to call it right now.
Well, and that's what I said. Newsom was the one who got torched for the 2 big plays they had on that drive.
Right.
Because I think it might have been 27, 30-yard reception they had on that left seam. And that was Newsom. And Josh Allen was almost sacked.
Yeah.
He pretty much just chucked that bitch up. If he would have took the deep route instead of going to the corner that was there, which that's what he should have done. The quarterback's under duress. I'd rather let the 12-yard go and not give up 30 yards. So, I mean, that's what he did in Cleveland. That's what, he would make some plays. Not a horrible corner, but I'm so glad he's gone.
Will Trevor, because we talked about Justin Herbert a little bit, but will Trevor Sunshine Lawrence ever get it done? You have that new coach down there now.
I think they'll be right back in it. The AFC South, it's Houston, it's Indianapolis. That's
Jacksonville.
a spark. Jacksonville. I mean, that's a good division.
I mean, I can see Tennessee. It's possible that Tennessee might be
Maybe not next year, but the
on
year
the
after.
come up
Yeah.
too. I mean, I think it's a really good possibility that division could get really, really tight towards the end, tighter than it was this
Yeah.
year.
It'll probably take maybe 11 wins next year to win that division.
True. Going back to the last drive after Allen went ahead and scored, I texted you and it's like, okay, here comes the prevent, and I absolutely hate the prevent, but here it comes. But the middle of the field should be open. Bradshaw doesn't know ball. oh, Terry Bradshaw. Okay. So
Same thing.
going back, I thought for sure they're gonna play prevent. The middle of the field's gonna be open. Trevor Lawrence throws a pick. Immediately throws a pick. Second pick of the game. I didn't understand. Here's the part what I said I want to come back.
Because they
to.
had 49 seconds. They didn't have
Yeah,
any
it
timeouts.
was
Did they have one timeout or no timeout?
minute 3. They had no timeouts
No
left
timeouts.
because they were
Plenty of time though.
They were burning them though.
Yeah.
They were burning them down.
They had
to
to.
the Bills. Yeah, they had to. So what I didn't understand was you just in the third quarter you went ahead and constructed a drive where you were targeting Jordan Poyer's would-be side of the field, and then you decided to throw one in the middle. And as you're not, I thought they'd playing prevent, but apparently they didn't. And
They played like
White,
a cover 2 shell.
White just went ahead and he was an animal all game.
Yeah.
Tre'Davious White, and I don't understand how you throw that.
And it was so
ball.
quick. It was like a not even a
I
3-step.
get
It was
like
boom,
a minute,
boom.
It's like a minute 3 left in the game. Should be plenty of time, even though time.
But that should be to the sideline, not to the middle of the field.
and you should be targeting whoever Jordan Poyer would be, just
Right.
like you did in the third quarter. I don't understand that decision. What do you think?
I think that's on the quarterback. I don't know.
Right.
That's your first read. You look at your first read. That was it. He threw it. That's on your quarterback. It's not on the play design or anything like that. It wasn't even really a bad pass either. It was just a hell of a play.
Yeah, but pre-snap, if you're reading it and you're saying, okay, these guys aren't playing prevent, they're playing zone. Or they're playing man. Maybe they're playing man. I don't know. I couldn't see that side of the field. But let's say they were playing man. how are you not going after that side of the field where Poirier would have been? Just knowing that you just had success.
He
in the
didn't let
third
anything
quarter.
develop. I just think
It was too quick.
he had a preconceived notion where he was
So it
going
was
to go.
one read, boom, go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and for that reason, I'm out. Just like Shark Tank. Trevor Lawrence is never going to get it done. Right? That's all I have to say.
Are you saying get it done as like winning a Super Bowl?
Correct. I don't know if they're going to make a Super Bowl.
Probably not.
No.
But he's going to be there for a long time.
Back it up a little bit.
Just like Lamar Jackson,
Okay.
just like Josh Allen.
Trevor Lawrence threw 4 picks against the Chargers the year previous, and they still won that game. And they still, with all that momentum, got ousted in the next round.
Right.
So I don't think Trevor
That
Lawrence
was
is going to do it.
Kansas City.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I know, and it is Kansas City, but, whatever. All right. Moving on here a little bit. So, 49ers 23, Eagles 19. And I have some definite thoughts about this. So, my first thought is when Barkley's out of the game or ineffective, the Eagles' offense is stagnant. And you know why? Jalen Hurts sucks ass. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. This is my opinion. That guy fucking blows.
Yeah. As a passer, I've not been impressed with him.
I don't care that the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Why do you
last
think
year.
A.J. Brown's so pissed all the time?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, well, by what it looked like he was pissed off about, Sirianni, trying to tell him to get the hell off the field. Rightfully so. Sirianni is the head coach. Get the fuck off the field. Okay, Jalen Hurts sucks. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. That guy sucks. If Barkley isn't going, okay, you don't have a chance to set up everything else on that offense. And Jalen Hurts has a very simplified playbook because and I know they just fired their OC. And I don't know if they just want to pin it on him because they paid Jalen Hurts all this money. But that guy sucks ass island. I don't care. He won the MVP last year. What winning team in the Super Bowl is not giving the MVP to the winning team, to the quarterback MVP this year? I mean, to the quarterback of the winning team at this point. When's the last time it didn't happen? Von Miller, 2015? What are we doing? So I don't care that he won the Super Bowl MVP.
Well, they were just far and above the better team in that whole game.
Right.
Like every facet of that game.
Well, we were watching Barkley over on the sideline and like, please, because we needed him as a touchdown scorer too. But Jalen Hurts is just, let's go fucking chuck it, and hopefully, somebody gets under the fucking ball down there. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
I don't care. So, tell us we're wrong about that. But, all right. I got to take another trip.
Jesus.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, Painter's in here.
Who? Paint, what's up? Be right back. I have a weak bladder. I'm getting old.
He has the worst takes on QBs.
Who? Me?
I don't know. Have him mock draft you. Drafting Paint. He'll draft me a QB because he thinks Sanders isn't it. Duval. Fuck yeah, Duval. A.J. Brown to the Patriots. I kind of do see that happening. Maybe Mike McDaniel will be there. I honestly like Mike McDaniel here. I think he schemes a great run game, and with Judkins and Sampson, I think you have exactly what you need for McDaniel's offense. In Cleveland, we are obviously missing some offensive line, but that's why you have 2 first-round picks and free agency, in my opinion. I'll strip it. Well, while he's pissing, we'll just do this. We'll be right back. Oh, there he is.
Hey, my son just told me he got a new Browns football for Christmas. Told me to bring this into the podcast, so I have to go ahead and do that. Trying to raise him right. That way he has total disappointment for the rest of his life. There you go. There we go. You got the shitty elf on it and everything. See if we can keep that. Okay.
That's the good elf.
Maybe
That's
not. Oh, is that the good elf?
yeah. That's the elf that should have been at fucking.
All right. So what did I miss? We're going back to the Niners game, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I already told you about
AJ Brown. I
yeah,
think Painter
well,
was
Jalen Hurts sucks Island.
Yeah, I think Painter was telling you you're retarded.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not a big Hurts fan myself.
No,
I think
I'm
he
not.
needs too much.
He does.
What the fuck is this ball?
With that kind of defense, man, oh man. Let me ask you this: who's saying Painter or Bradshaw?
Painter.
Oh, he's saying that. Watch it. That guy's drinking too much.
Does Tate last till pick 6?
Oh man, we're definitely gonna get into that. So AJ, also my Hurts take's not good. Let me ask you a question: if Aaron Rodgers was on the Eagles, are they still in the playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they still in the
I mean, there
playoffs?
was like 3 passes that Brock Purdy made.
With that Eagles defense, are they still in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. I like San Fran's offense. I don't think they're going to have what it takes against Seattle, but the
defense has been a problem with San Francisco this year.
right.
Right.
But I don't think their offense is good enough to play Seattle tough enough. That was week 18 or whatever.
It would have been awesome to see Jalen Hurts' shit get pushed in though against Seattle, right?
Yeah.
You got two gigantic defenses.
There's a reason that AJ Brown's pissed, and that's because Hurts does not have the adequate.
He's not good.
He's not good past like 20 yards.
He's not good because they can't run a complicated offense. They can't run more than 6 fucking plays.
It's RPO and
Yeah.
quick dumps.
Or
and
throw it down there on the fucking sideline and run under the fucking ball because I got nothing else. That's Jalen Hurts in a nutshell, right there. All right, let's continue.
He's angry.
I'm a little angry, a little angry about that. So, a little trickery by the 49ers in the fourth quarter. Juwan Jennings throws a touchdown pass to Christian McCaffrey.
Juwan Jennings or was it Jennings or which receiver was that for the Niners that had a hell of a game?
Jennings.
Was it Jennings?
Yeah, there's like nobody else besides like the water boy.
Yeah. He did throw a dart to McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and then
that's the touchdown I needed. And then all I needed was Barkley, and of course,
and then Brock Purdy throwing a touchdown pass to McCaffrey with 2:54 left. Did we show the video? So I want to go ahead and show this too. Sirianni blowing up about the whole AJ Brown situation. Yeah, did we have that or no?
I can get it really quick.
All right. Right there it is.
This one.
I think so. Ooh. He's had 8 offensive coordinators in 8 years. Okay, that's fair.
So is this a black Baker Mayfield?
What's going on there?
It was always
an
he
ad.
had too many questions or too many coaches.
On why the offense really had such a good first half but stalled there in the second half.
Yeah, felt like that was kind of our story as the year progressed, and good, like you said, good first half. Didn't do a good enough job coaching. Didn't do a good enough job executing in the second half. In that third quarter, particularly, some penalties got us behind the sticks, and we had a hard time overcoming them.
You had 6 points in the second half, Sirianni.
Dickhead.
Obviously,
6 points.
those are things that we always work our ass off to try to fix any situation.
You know why they only had 6 points, Ryan?
And
Because they had fucking 8 different offensive coordinators
of
for
doing,
Jalen Hurts.
and that starts with me.
Did you feel like you played it more conservative in the second half?
I didn't.
Didn't matter when they won a Super Bowl.
I think that's
True.
the go-to. Like if it doesn't go the way you want it to go in the it goes the way you want it to go in the first half, and then not the second half. I think that's the go-to of people.
Is this guy the worst at the mic you've ever heard?
Yes, but we were playing
Definitely not as Italian as I want him to be.
balanced.
This guy's got CTE.
Got the run game
from
going
that
a little
microphone.
bit. Trying to mix our play actions in, trying to get our passes in to create explosives. At the end of the day, we didn't create enough explosives. They did.
Why?
Give them credit. They made more plays than we did.
Why?
They coached better than we did, and that's why
Because
they
your
won.
quarterback sucks.
Call you and AJ at the end of the.
Yeah, I was trying to get him off the field, because we were about to punt, and that was really it. So I love AJ. I think he knows how I feel about him. I have a special relationship with him. We've probably went through every emotion you can possibly have together. We've laughed together. We've cried together. We've yelled at each other.
I'm laughing
Fuck
right
Philly,
now.
man, yeah.
We're both
Fuck Philly, dude. They've been too good for too long.
field, and
Fuck Nick Sirianni. That guy's a fucking boob.
that happens in this game. But I love him.
Kevin has taken a lot of heat. Kevin,
All right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
enough?
So, yeah, that's fair enough. AJ Brown, is he back with Philly next year?
Yeah.
Yeah? I say
Well,
no. I say no.
I could see him going to New England, but I don't know.
I don't think he's back. I mean, I think they're trying to smooth shit over here.
I feel like AJ Brown's been bitching there for the last 4 years, and he's just
like
still
a
back.
diva wide receiver, but that's kind of what you have, right? I mean, that's kind of like what they are in the league.
But
You
he's
have all
been
these
back
guys.
every year, and he bitches every year, so I don't get it.
Yeah, but especially this year, he's like, why am I not getting the fucking ball? Well, he had a couple bad drops in the game. Okay, but AJ Brown's going to go out there and probably get on the jugs machine and not miss a fucking ball out of 1,000. Okay?
Right.
And you had a couple drops. All right, you did. But how much separation does AJ Brown get that Jalen Hurts can't get the fucking ball to him? Or Jalen Hurts can't throw a fucking ball in a tight window. It has to be of, hey, chuck it and pray.
Right.
Because you limit our fucking offensive playbook. Fuck you. Whatever. All right, sorry.
Angry.
All right, let's move on. Patriots 16, Chargers 3. Chargers, we want to talk about sucking. I don't know, man. I might be off the Justin Herbert train, and I'm really big about this guy.
I don't know. I'm off the Keenan Allen being in the NFL train.
Okay, tell us why.
I watched, dude. He just looks like an old man out there.
He does. I mean, he had to make another stop back to the Chargers.
Right.
But that's not really the Chargers' problem, right?
Who was the other wide receiver they had?
Ladd
McConkey?
Yeah.
Well, when your second best receiver is named McConkey, this ain't hockey.
You're 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing.
This is not hockey. So
well, McConkey's pretty decent, though.
Yeah, it's like Joe Jaravicious. You're the third wide receiver. You're white.
Right. The biggest
There's
thing.
there's only one fucking was the Rams receiver forever.
The biggest thing with the Chargers is the fact they've had so many injuries on that offensive line, including Joe Alt, Notre Dame phenom, and Justin Herbert. And there should be some kind of penalty flag that you could throw on Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers for Herbert being the leading rusher of the fucking game,
Yeah.
and him taking 12 hits and 6 fucking sacks.
Yeah.
And the guy is as big as Josh Allen, and yet he's like the Temu version of fucking Josh Allen.
He is definitely Temu version Josh Allen.
And
but I would take him in Cleveland. The dude's still.
Oh, I would take him.
Yeah. I think there is something that they need. They need a little bit more around him. I think that's a regular season.
Yeah, you
good
need some
team.
backup fucking offensive linemen.
But I mean, in New England showed how good defensively they are. I think Vrabel coached a good game, playing on the road. That West East Coast thing, I think that had a
Here's
a
my
bit
point,
to it.
though.
But
The offense.
their wide receiving core to me is not exceptional.
Okay, bear with me. The Chargers, once again, going on the road, going clear across the country,
They're not
going
good
to
at
New
it.
England. Okay, no. That what I'm saying is, they only let Drake May and that offense score 16
their
points.
defense played
They
well.
did enough to win the fucking game.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert never had that moment where he just like, and the biggest reason was the guy was getting fucking hit every other game. He couldn't go through his reads.
Right.
And
He's
then
getting
finally
fucked.
he's like, yeah, hey, Justin, just be our leading rusher. Just run the fucking ball. Because Amari and
He looked
Hampton
like
was out of the fucking game.
He looked like he was playing for the Cleveland Browns offense this year.
Yeah. Fair enough. So,
I'm not off the Herbert train. I thought the Chargers.
I'm not either, but
I
it's
thought
like,
the
son of a
Chargers
bitch.
would put up more of a fight. But watching that game, seeing how Keenan Allen looks like a grandpa and McConkey being your second best wide receiver,
Supposed to be the one, I think.
well, exactly.
Right. There you go.
This ain't
3
hockey.
years in a row, Herbert has lost in the first round, though.
Okay.
All right.
You know, everyone's not Tom Brady.
Thank God. All right, moving on after that. All right, Texans 30, Steelers 6.
This was needed after a long weekend of losing bets.
Yeah. Only 7-6 at
Pittsburgh got
halftime.
piped.
Yeah. As Stroud fumbled. Stroud, not a great game. Fumbled 5 times. 2 of those got recovered by the Steelers.
Got 5 times.
5 fucking times. And he threw a pick. There's no way, really, that Houston should have won this game.
There were so many times. Well, I know the one fumble that just like magically appeared in TJ Watt's lap.
Right.
That motherfucker's just always in the right spot. I hate him with a passion. Love his brother. Fuck TJ.
All right.
Yeah, this game was, and it was close for a while.
Yeah, it was. It was 7-6 at halftime. Not
When it was-
6-7. I said put 7-6.
It was what, 14-6 in the third or fourth quarter.
The Houston Texans scored 23 points in the fourth to seal the deal.
Yeah. So it was,
2 defensive touchdowns. And that fucking defense, I'm going to tell you guys something right now.
dude, that Texans defense is legit.
It is absolutely fucking legit. We're talking like Ravens 2000s, 85 Bears type shit. They are nasty. They're fucking hungry. Will Howard looks like a man among boys.
If they had rookie CJ Stroud with that defense.
Oh. Well, and here's the thing. And I don't know, and I like CJ Stroud,
I do
but
too.
he is so up and down. Like, he was on my fantasy team this year. He's so up and down. If you could, and this was a down game for him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for his defense. If that guy can just, in which we're going to
Settle down a little
get
bit.
to our picks. If that guy could just be steady.
I don't see him going in. But yeah, we'll get
Just
to the
be
picks.
steady.
Yep.
Man, the Texans
Well, and
got a chance.
they lost Nico. Mm-hmm. So that's not good.
Well, and he's questionable, I think, for this weekend's.
It was a head injury, right?
Yeah, I think
He
so,
got
yeah.
like he was like carted. Wasn't he like carted off or something? I thought it was worse than what it was.
But you also still have Christian Kirk, which Nico was out, and he just really kind of
But
went off. The
CJ
Steelers
made
had
some
no answer for that.
CJ
guy.
made some throws in the game,
Yeah,
but he
to
he was under duress.
to have
That
3
front in
turnovers.
Pittsburgh,
Oh.
that front in Pittsburgh's still pretty good.
Yeah, and then Hayward,
Yeah,
just
Cam Hayward is just
what is he going to be in the 17th year, going to his 18th, still squabbling with ownership about his fucking contract? What are we doing?
come to Cleveland, brother.
That's fine.
Be on the other side. Be right beside Miles every play.
That's fine.
I would love that.
What, over Mason Graham?
Yes, fuck Mason Graham.
Okay.
You can play on the weak side, you bitch. Fucking Michigan faggot.
Wait, but you like Devin Bush? He was from Michigan.
Yeah, because he did stuff.
Okay. All right. Hey, we're going to go ahead and turn it on to the Houston D worries me. Why does it worry you, Josh? Because here's the thing about Houston's D. Defenses travel in football. We know this, especially in the NFL. I don't
Ours
have...
didn't in 23.
Okay. Fair enough.
Ever.
But for the most part, defenses travel. I have
Ours
no...
did this year.
I have no problems. I worry about offenses traveling more than I do defense. Great. I just went over this. Chargers defense held New England to 16 points.
Played well.
It was enough to win
They
that
played
fucking
well.
game.
They played really well.
It was enough.
Yep.
Okay. Very tough. Houston D. Oh, I see. Yeah, because you're a Patriots fan. Oh, absolutely. Okay, I get what you're saying now. All right, moving on to this weekend's game. Divisional round this weekend. this Saturday. Bills at the Broncos, where the Bills went from 1.5-point favorites to now 1.5-point dogs against Sean Payton, Bo Nix in Denver. What say you, Ryan? What's your pick? Tell me why. Spread's 1.5 now. Are we taking opening spreads? Or are we taking current spreads?
I put the current spread up now.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, I'm definitely going to take the Bills plus 1.5.
Yeah,
I
would
think
take that too.
this, like I said, if it ain't this year, what year is it going to be
Right.
for Josh Allen? Denver is tough. Denver is
Defense
they're-
also great.
defense is also great, but I think Josh Allen, that Jacksonville team was good. Mm-hmm. I mean, they beat
Very good.
they beat the hell out of teams.
Jacksonville won 8 straight up to that point.
Yeah, and they beat some good teams in that run.
Yes.
And they obliterated teams. So
Jacksonville went on the road and beat Denver
right.
during that run also.
Right. So Denver's kind of a young, up and coming, really good team. I think they're going to be good for years to come. I like Bo Nix, but I don't like Bo Nix more than I like Josh Allen.
No.
So, with the spread this close, I'm obviously going to take that plus 1.5 for Buffalo. I'm going to be rooting for Buffalo. Fuck Denver. Fuck John Elway. Fuck all those cocksuckers in Denver.
Sure. The Walton family.
Yeah.
Hate your
Fuck
fucking
Wa-
Sam's Club.
Fuck Walmart.
Right. Sure.
Uh,
All right, fair enough. So, I guess part of this comes down to who's the better quarterback, right? So it's definitely Josh Allen, but who has the better defense? Denver. Right?
Yeah.
They have home field.
You
I
gotta
don't. Go ahead.
got to trust him to make the plays. I don't think it's going to be a horrible weather game. I think it'll be cold, but I don't think
Yeah, all 4 games this weekend, outside of the Bears game, is going to be really cold. Rams coming to the Bears. We'll talk about that. But yeah, none of these games are like super cold. You're talking like anywhere from 30s to 40s. When you're talking about
football
Seattle.
weather.
Yeah. I think this whole game. This probably sounds elementary, but the whole game comes down to however Josh Allen plays in this game, because I don't think Bo Nix is going to outperform Josh Allen. As far as Sean,
the Bills' defenses look pretty good against
yeah.
Jacksonville.
Now here's a quick thing I just heard today too. Gabe Davis went out with the Bills last week in Jacksonville. Curtis Samuel coming off of IR this week. And also, I think this is more important, Ed Oliver coming back to that defensive line for the Bills. I feel that's huge.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really big play for the Bills.
Is Poyer out?
Huh?
Is Poyer out?
I haven't heard. I would assume he is. I haven't heard an update on him. But I know Ed Oliver coming back off IR. That's big. Curtis Samuel, not really a big guy, but let's say that, Shakir can't do anything. Keon Coleman, he sucks ass. So I feel like, could it be a game where you see a lot more of Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox? Their 2 tight ends really kind of take over this game. Slower, meticulous drives. I think that's a possibility. As long as they can keep the drives going against that Broncos defense.
I think 24 points is probably the target,
winner?
the target
For the Buffalo, you mean?
for either
Buffalo?
team.
Yeah, I feel like, I feel if Buffalo hits 24 points, they're probably going to win the game.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, even with Buffalo's defense not being that great, I don't know if Cortland Sutton is going to be able to cover, going to get enough balls or get enough in, just like you were saying with Poyer. Is he going to be back in the game? I don't know. I feel like this whole game is going to rely, and I should have looked this up too. I don't know how Denver does against rushing quarterbacks.
Right.
Because that could be a big factor.
Yeah, he'll probably
too.
have 50 to 70 yards rushing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be that much, but if he just makes a couple 3rd down conversions against that defense, that could set the whole game apart for Josh Allen. I think the Bills win this game. I'm going to go ahead and definitely take the plus 1.5. I was really on the side of the Bills minus 1.5, but I definitely feel better about the Bills plus 1.5.
Yeah.
And essentially that's almost pick 'em.
I think it might be a 24-23, 24-21 game
Right.
either way, maybe 27-24, something like that.
Fair enough. All right. Going to the next game. What do we have? Saturday night, right? So
Niners, Seahawks.
okay, I'm gonna shock you with
Seahawks.
this. Nobody's talking about this, but I feel. Actually, you want me to tell you my pick first?
Yeah.
Okay. Seattle's defense. I do not. Number one, I don't understand the -7. Okay.
I don't either.
This team.
Well, I kind of do.
I do a little bit. Okay. All right. This is divisional. It's basically week 1. San Francisco won week 1, and I know that's like a season ago. They won. Seattle won last game of the season. Held them to, I think the score was 16-6.
In Seattle.
Yeah,
It was 13-3.
16-6.
13-3.
Was it 13-3?
Yeah.
Was that the score? Okay, I'm sorry. All right, 13-3, let's just say. Kept McCaffrey on the end zone. I think it's going to come down. Go ahead.
Is our video's fucked? I think everyone can hear us, but yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I don't understand the -7. Divisional opponents especially. I know it's in Seattle. We just talked about Seattle being that great defense, and it is going off last game of the season.
They held them to what, 3 points you say?
Yep.
All right. At some point, are we waiting for
the wheels to fall off Sam Darnold? Is it going to happen? And granted that San Francisco's defense isn't good. Bosa's not there. Fred Warner. We having problems with the
Video. No, don't worry about it. I got it. Maybe. Keep going.
Fred Warner is going to be in the game. Is it going to be enough? Is San Francisco going to?
I don't know what they're going to do as far as getting Sam Darnold rattled in there. I have a feeling like they're going to see a lot of blitzing. Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for San Francisco. And we're going to find out what this guy's really made of. I know I don't think he got a fair shake with the Jets.
I just didn't like, even against the game against Philly, they don't really have the guys up front because of all the injuries they've had. I don't know how much you can scheme around that.
Okay.
I know these teams know each other.
Yes. And I don't understand the -7 because of that. I figured this would be -3 at best.
No, I mean, I thought it'd be at least minus like 4.5.
Okay. But not 7.
No, I didn't think it'd be 7. But I mean, as a betting man, please, whatever I say, take the opposite.
Fair. I've said that many times.
I would say I would almost take the -7 in this one.
Really?
Because it's at home.
Okay.
The elements aren't going to be in anyone's favor. I just think Seattle, that defense is legitimate. I don't know if San Francisco finds the end zone in this game.
In divisional games, it's opposite kind of a Super Wild Card weekend. So divisional games, there's usually only one upset out of the 4. There's one. This is mine.
Really?
San Francisco goes to Seattle, stuns Seattle, wins the season series. They win outright.
Every time San Francisco has gone to the playoffs, they've made the NFC title game with Shanahan.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to take Seattle -7, but it'll probably be my downfall.
Okay. I'm going to say I'm going to take Robert Saleh to scheme up. He's had his time this week. He's going to scheme up some shit. He's going to get Sam Darnold off the spot.
I think it'll be another 13-3 or 17-6 type of game.
And on top of that, number one, you got to get Sam Darnold on the spot. You at least have to have 8 turnovers, not 2, by Seattle, and then Christian McCaffrey has to see the end zone at least one time.
And
I think that would be enough. If
And I
Christian
think
McCaffrey
even
doesn't
that
score,
last,
they
even in
lose.
that last game in the regular season, I think they had 2 turnovers.
Yeah, McCaffrey didn't score though.
Right.
So I think that's the key to it. Just like Josh Allen, I think it's the key. Christian McCaffrey's the key to this game, along with getting at least 1 turnover and shorten the field. And I'm going to take San Francisco to win outright in this game. That's going to be my one-off this week. That's going to be my pick. And nobody's picking that. So, all right. Moving on. Sunday, Texans at Patriots. Patriots -3. Very, very similar to the spread last week against the Chargers. So I guess my first question is this. Is the Texans team better than the Chargers team? Let's go with the quarterback.
Right
So
now.
Herbert's better than Stroud, right? Herbert's better than Stroud, right?
I just think that's those type of questions, okay, but on what day?
Right.
Maybe.
Okay. But Houston's defense is much better than the Chargers defense, right? I mean, Houston's defense is really, really, really
They're legitimate.
They're legit.
They're like Seattle defense.
I mean, the Chargers defense is good. They held New England 16
Top
points.
10 for sure.
So, let's say that Houston could possibly hold New England to 13 points.
They
10
could win that game.
10-13. 10-13 points. Drake May. Drake May, very, very young quarterback. Defenses could definitely get him also off his spot. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. This might be my second one. I'm going to buck the odds here. I'm going to take Houston winning this game. I think New England, and I love Mike Vrabel. But it's all. This one's going to depend on what C.J. Stroud does, in my opinion. If you get 2 years ago C.J. Stroud,
Well, it ain't going to be Nick Chubb.
no. Well, I mean, Woody Marks he's the rookie. He's kind of been there.
Did he get banged up in the last
For
game?
one game, yeah, but they're gonna split. They're gonna split carries probably.
And I love Nick Chubb. He's not.
And I think Nico Collins right now, at this point, is questionable. I mean, so if he does play in the game, that's gonna be a factor. I think there's a definite possibility Christian Kirk could eat again if they key in too much on Nico Collins. I'm gonna go ahead and
I
take.
think they need Nico in this game.
I'm gonna take the Texans. I'm not gonna. Man.
With the points?
Yeah, because I feel like it could be. Well, if it's New England wins by a field goal, it could be that'd be a push for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the Texans outright. Also, I'm gonna take the Texans outright. This
Money
game.
line?
Just because of their defense. I'm gonna go ahead and take. That's what I'm gonna take. So that's gonna be my
I
pick.
just, it's hard for me to pick against New England at home with Vrabel.
It is. And yeah.
I'll
The
take.
Nico Collins.
I'm going to take New England minus.
All right.
But
I mean, I think this might be one of the best games of the weekend.
Okay. My best game of the weekend is the last one that's on the slate. Sunday night, Rams minus
The
3.5.
Bears.
The Rams minus 3.5 going to Soldier Field to meet Caleb Williams,
I
Ben
can't believe that,
Johnson.
especially after last week.
That's crazy to me. I don't know who the best coach is here. I mean, Ben Johnson's new at being a head coach.
McVay's probably the better coach. Well, I mean, he's
It's
the
close,
most.
right?
It's
It's
not
not
even
better, I guess, the most accolade coach. I mean, he's done it.
Right.
Ben Johnson has shown in his first year to be pretty fucking good.
And we saw that
I'm
with
rooting for
Detroit
the Bears.
falling off this year. Right?
Yeah.
Bears
plus
plus
3.5. I would
take
take
3.5
3.5 points.
I don't like the cold weather. I don't like, even though Stafford played in the NFC North, I don't like the cold weather.
But he played the dome
Yeah, true.
for most of it.
True.
And
I mean,
well,
well, you had
and
good Green Bay in
Minnesota.
Chicago.
Yeah, but he got two of those four-way games in a dome.
Right. LA almost went and beat Philly last year and Philadelphia in the snow game too. So there's that factor, but I think it's even though that was a snowy game.
Not that I don't trust Stafford in the snow.
I worry about the cold. I worry about his teammates a little bit more. I worry about the cold there, not so much if there's snow or not, as it is it's going to be like 17 degrees, 13 degrees at game time.
Davante Adams has played in Green Bay.
Oh yeah, and Davante Adams is going to be, and I'm actually mark my words right now. Davante Adams will be a factor in this game. He is going to be a touchdown scorer. He's going to be a touchdown scorer this week. Book it right now. He's scoring a touchdown. If you listen to nothing else, go ahead. Saying outside of that, I don't like the half-point hook here.
Boy, I don't know what to say here. God, I almost have to just give. I'm gonna go ahead.
Sorry about the echo. I had to put the camera in, and it has its own fucking thing. My bad.
Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and fix. I'm gonna pick the Rams, but I'm gonna pick Chicago to cover. So I'm going to take Chicago plus 3.5. I'm going to take the Rams to win barely. I'm going to pick the Rams to win with the field goal, but the Bears to cover. That's my last pick of the game. What do you say?
I'm rooting for the Bears.
I am too.
So I'm going to take the 3.5. I think this in the first half it's going to be 17-7 Rams. And I think the Bears end up winning 24-21 or 24-20.
24-20. All right, that's fair. That's fair. I like Matt Stafford too. MVP candidate.
Love Matt. Dude better be first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think it's a question. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and take taking the Rams to win, taking the Bears to cover. I think the Rams are winning by a field goal.
Okay.
I think it might be a last-second field goal. Could be an overtime field goal. That's my pick. Okay. With that being said, anything else you want to bring up? We should bring this up. We are planning on doing a Super Bowl square grid. If you guys want to get in on this, we're going to go ahead and do $5 a square, right? To do $5 a square. Hopefully we'll go ahead and have a board. We can go ahead and put the graphic up next week. If you're interested, please contact Ryan or I. You can send us a message.
Channel, or the Facebook channel.
Yeah, please. And you can go ahead and Venmo whatever. We'll put you down. We'll let you pick your squares, whatever you want to do. We pay straight up $100 a quarter. If you don't understand how Super Bowl squares work, you've been under a fucking rock. Go and Google it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and hopefully have that up for you next week. Until then, I appreciate everybody that's been in the chat. Hopefully everybody has went ahead and shared this live. That helps us out so much, whether it be on TikTok, Facebook, whatever. Share it to your own little tight-knit community.
I'll just say, Josh, why are you so down against your team? You said you worried about them last week. You're worried about them this week. Fucking root for them, brother.
Root for them. That's fine.
I have complete faith. I mean, I understand, but you got Vrabes there, brother. And the Texans just got their first road win in the playoffs ever. And they probably went into one of the most hostile environments ever to get it. And piped.
And what were the Steelers? What they like 34-0 on Monday night?
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
Until last week's game.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of now we're going against your Patriots, but I'm just saying I have faith in Vrabes.
I'm going to give the edge to Vrabel over DeMeco Ryans, even though I love DeMeco Ryans. I like what he does. I liked him as a player. Mm-hmm. But oh man, I'm not sure. Flip a coin with Drake May or C.J. Stroud. It depends on C.J. Stroud and what you get. Obviously, I give
Drake May's the hot one.
I give defense to Houston. Easily give to Houston in this. So
offense, I give to New England though. I think.
Yeah. Because like I said, you don't know what Stroud's going to do.
No, you don't, and it's not like New England or either one has a bad offense. It's just Houston definitely has a better defense, but New England's playing at home, and they've won there a lot in the playoffs.
One more touchdown score. Hunter Henry just fucking eats from Drake May. He scored a touchdown last week. If nothing else, take Hunter Henry and who did I say? Devontae Adams. Touchdown
Everyone that
scores.
was laughing about Bill Belichick signing him to $80 million or whatever it was.
Sure.
But yeah. But hey, everyone.
Thank
anyone
you so
who's
much
left,
for.
please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please like and subscribe. YouTube. Hit us up on Facebook, TikTok, whatever you got.
Tell us what you want to talk about.
Yep. And
Please.
after the playoffs are
Give
done.
us your takes.
After the playoffs are done, we'll do some 30 for 30 stuff.
Sure.
We're gonna have a lot of fun this offseason.
And we're gonna build up free agency. We'll cover some of that. We'll also get into the NFL draft, which I know won't be the last until April.
We'll do a live stream of the draft.
Absolutely.
At least the first 2 nights, Friday,
Right.
Saturday.
Yep, at least the first night, right? We did that
Definitely
last
at
year.
least the first night.
Right. Okay. All right. With that being said, thank you again. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, and Raw Doggers out.
Raw Dog.